Okay, guys, this is Jim. It's Wednesday, 4/22/2015. Let's go over bond futures, 30-year bond futures today. It was a tough day for me. You would have thought with this big downdraft it would just been a cake ride, but I'll tell you what I did, warts and all. But I got up a little late. I saw that this had a down signal. But it was pretty flat. I took the short, but it just chopped around. This chart really didn't do it justice, but it chopped around, so I finally just closed it. And things were looking about in this area like it was going to fire along. And down here at the bottom we have a really nice squeeze, and those typically can explode into something. So without having a long signal, without having a long signal, I went long, and it rocked along here. It kind of bounced up. I was in the money a little bit, and then boom, all of a sudden it starts leaking off. So I tried closing the trade, and I clicked on the wrong side of my order to close. So I doubled my long position, and it was dropping. So I quickly then realized what the hell I had done, and I closed everything out. But by then I'd already taken a tad bit of a loss. It wasn't bad, but it was enough to, piss you off. Anyway, that's how my morning started, with two stops. This thing rocks along and comes down to the pivot, almost to the T, and then it bounces. I tried to get into this long, but as you see, this bar just shot up, so I don't chase, so I never got in it, which is now, looking at the chart, is a good thing, because it one bar up and then it started its descent. And when this thing fired short, I tried to get into that fill, but as you can see, this big bar takes off. So I'm not chasing this thing. And the second bar opens and it drops. And of course, looking at it now, it looks like, oh well, you could have got in, but you got to remember the moving average here is still up, and it's kind of trailing these bars, so you're way off the average as you're watching this thing. And I don't ever chase it, because it could have come down to these pivots and easily shot back up. Could have come to this pivot, easily shot back up. But as we can see now, after the fact, it turns into a monster move. But I couldn't participate in it due to the way I try to enter these trades. Sometimes you miss them. They just run away from you and you miss them. Well, later on, I take this long signal. After a couple of these little chops, I take this long signal. It's way down here on pretty hard support area. I think I get in it on like this bar, and then I get stopped on that guy. So I had 3 stops up here. If I would have followed my rules on waiting for a signal, that would have saved me some grief, and then the mouse click mistake would have saved me some trouble there. But that was my Wednesday, warts and all. A couple of folks say, oh man, you never show any losses. Well, guess what? Wednesday today was full of those humbling experiences that we get to experience every once in a while. So anyway, that's it. I hope you learned something from it, because anything can happen in these markets, and you've constantly got to keep your focus. And clicking on the mouse the wrong way, can cost you a couple $100 in about 15-20 seconds. So you just got to be careful and stay focused, and more importantly, follow your plan. Okay, you guys have a good evening.